This is why criminals don't get caught. 'Cause people are like, well, there's no physical hard evidence, even though actually everything lines up exactly. This is the issue. This is the issue. People do not take intuition seriously. They don't. Okay, they don't. But like, it has nothing to do with like whether you believe in like a higher power or like spirituality. It's like everybody can really talk about that gut feeling. I feel like most people can be like, oh, like something does not feel right physically. Oh, I'm ill. Like, oh, my chest hurts. Like people get this feeling and they don't trust it. Even if it's not physical, there's something in the back of their mind that's like, I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this. But people act like that's not enough proof. They just think they're crazy. Where am I going with this? I'm at the library. Stay in the game, Marissa. Stay in the game. You could argue I'm two in the game. I'm two in the game right now. Let me save this. I'm about to load the game. I'm about to. I've been doing that stuff like that way too much. All right, I'm at the library. I need to find archives of these murders that took place in the 80s.
Man, I haven't read a book in ages. I would love to sit down and read now, but I have more important things to do.
I've got more important things to do.
Look at all those books. The library is such a soothing and peaceful place. Almost as if the outside world doesn't even exist. I would love to paint here.
I saw your comment. Next save file. Judy still annoying. Yes, I am locked in. I'm locked in. I got this game for free, Kennedy. It's called Metaphobia or something like this. It is so fun. It's on Steam if anybody wants to play it for themselves and have a different experience than I'm having. I got a lot in common with the main protagonist. He's a cool guy. He's a chill guy. He's a father. I'm not a father. I'm not a father. But I don't know why that was the next thing I said after I can relate to him and we have stuff in common. But he's cool. He's chill. He's just trying to solve his dad's murder. Something I love doing.
He seems like a nice old man.
Looks can be
Excuse me.
deceiving.
Yes?
Can I sit here? Why would I ask him about himself? I guess to be polite.
What are you doing?
Can't you see I'm rather busy?
I apologize, sir.
Yeah, what? What are you doing? I didn't know that's what we were gonna ask him. Um,
What can you tell me about this library?
It's the oldest in the city. Been here for at least a century. They've updated it and modernized it, of course. But you can still feel the history in the walls. I love that about this place.
I know what you mean. I feel it too. I thought I was the only one.
This is a magical place. I spend all my time here.
it really
The best thing
is.
about being a bookworm is that no matter how many hundreds of books you may have read, there are always thousands more right there waiting for you.
Really.
Exactly, my friend. You understand.
Like you will never run out of stuff to learn. The most exciting thing that I learned as I got older, because I grew up without the internet. Okay, for at least the first decade or so of my life. All right. So like you learn through books. What I've learned is that the internet absolutely is not going to teach you everything. There could be a zillion Wikipedia pages, articles, right? But if you ever look at Wikipedia and like if you know how to like research and you go look at the sources, like where do they cite this from? Because Wikipedia, it has to be cited. It doesn't have to be, but like it helps if it is, right? Each thing links to a different article, and those articles link to stuff. And like everything is just snippets of stuff. And some of that stuff came from nowhere, and some of it came from books. Like, I'm about to go on a tangent. Just hang on. I recently discovered that Wikipedia has a commons, which is basically public domain stuff. And it's not just pictures, it's also books, like entire PDFs, either physically, like somebody took a picture of every page, or they have like found a way to like digitize like the words of a text. And you can find text from like the 17th century on jellyfish, for instance, because I did a video on this. And I was just and different languages too. This is the thing that will always just blow my mind because the world is just humongous. Okay, it's way bigger than we give it credit for. But like, so I went to college, and there was this amazing library there. And on the fourth floor of that library is a bunch of like history books because I love history. That's my thing, right? And what blows my mind is like we're reading in English. That's it. That's the only language we're reading in. I'm assuming you probably can read in other languages. I can read in English. I can read in other languages, but not as good. I don't even want to keep talking how I'm talking right now. I want to get to my point. My point is that like there are so many books in other languages we don't even know. There's books that are old, do you know? Like there's scrolls. There's people who wrote on rocks and things, and I just there's so much information out there that we're never gonna know. And the library is just like it's just a it's just a it's just a taste of all what we won't ever really know unless we die and keep being reborn. But the thing is like if you believe in that, people are born like without those memories for real. Like obviously, like I said, I think okay, how deep do I want to keep going into this conversation? How deep? Pull back, Marissa. Pull back. Resist the urge. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go through it. You know, if you believe in this kind of thing, I think intuition and like deja vu and even your dreams can give you a taste of who you may have used to be. Okay. And so like those things in the next life, like those are things you're kind of interested in that you naturally gravitate to. Maybe you're naturally good at or whatever. So like maybe in a way you can retain some of that knowledge from the life before. So if you go into the next one and you learn more stuff, like maybe, right? Okay. But my point is like libraries are magical. And that's it. That's my point. Me reading only fiction. Do you? That's cute though. And let me tell you something. I have beliefs about fiction in general. I feel like if you can write it, it happens somewhere. Is it really fiction? Is it? I feel like a lot of stuff has happened all over the place. I feel like I missed some points in my speech, especially when I was talking about the commons, like how there's just like there are just my point is that there's so much books out there in different languages across genres, you know, that you will not find on the internet. The internet is not the source of knowledge that we make it out to be. It's great. It's got a great accessibility. We can see all over the world at a blink of an eye. But like books, actual books, that's where it's at. Like the pages and pages of stuff. And a lot of old books actually lead to even older books if they correctly source their stuff. How do we get into past lives from libraries? Don't even, because libraries are magical. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh, you got hit with an ad that had the censor beep noise right as I think that I'm sorry. You know, it probably actually saved you thing. It probably saved you from what I was talking about. As you can see, how do we get into past lives from libraries? It's just these things are all connected to me, right? A library is a portal. Is libraries are portals to many worlds. Okay, you need only you don't even I mean you don't even actually need to be able to read. You might have somebody be able to read to you. You know, if you can't see, you can learn braille, you know? You can get audiobooks. It's something that you can also hear. I wish everybody the opportunity to learn a story or two. You thought I got blocked by Twitch because I was talking about libraries and magical places? They don't want the truth out there. I'm gonna try to bring down my whimsy. Let's get it back to video game mode. Let's get it back. Let's get it back to I don't even know my protagonist's name. Libraries are magical. Let's offer to help this man. We don't even know what he needs help with.
Can I help you somehow?
I deeply doubt that.
Why is that?
Because no one can help me. Unless you're a psychic.
Well, maybe.
What do you mean?
I am looking for something that is impossible to find.
I see.
My eyes are burning. Like the hair oil is getting in my eyes. Protag looks like an Adam. He does. Like a John. Like a Paul. Like a Richard. But I don't remember his name. Our daughter's name is Patricia. And you know Judy, our ex-girlfriend. That's who she is. Okay. So...
Let me help you, please. But you have to tell me what it is you're looking
yeah,
for.
something impossible to find.
I'm looking for a woman I met more than 10 years ago.
And these are...
Phone books. Yes.
I have a phone book.
All I know is that her name is Mary.
Oh, he's determined
That's all
then.
you know? There's no way you'll be able to find her like this. There are dozens of phone books here, and each must have hundreds of Marys in them.
and I call each and every one of them.
Well, you were probably right. I don't see how I can help.
If only I had an older version of these phone books. They used to organize them by district, and that would be much easier. I know she lived in the Fleetwood district.
I'll see what I can do.
10
See you
years
for
ago, my
now.
man?
Bye.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think this is creepy. Looking for a lady, like, looking for a person. You know, if you reach a certain age, I don't know. Is it ever creepy? I don't know. I feel like if I was his age and there was somebody I really connected to that I hadn't heard from, and this was my only option, and I like didn't have a lot of time left, I'd probably try to find them. Maybe. Okay, well he's looking through a phone book. I have a phone book. You could say I have the phone book. I'll get to that though. We have time.
Man, I haven't
Let's look at this person.
such kind eyes and a sweet smile. Like a grandmother from a fairy tale. I'm sure she'll be nice and helpful.
A lot of librarians actually are kind of snarky. Not always super friendly. I shouldn't generalize librarians like this. Excuse me. A lot of the librarians I've encountered. I guess it's 50-50.
Good afternoon.
Hello there.
Yeah,
How
she's
may
nice.
I help you?
He was right. He's a good judge of character. How are you doing on this fine day, lady?
Tell me something about yourself.
He doesn't know how to talk to people.
I'm a book lover through and through. I've worked here for more years than I care to tell you.
Tell me something
I
about yourself?
love it here. I wouldn't change my job for anything in the world.
Don't say that too loud, or your boss will hear and take advantage of it.
No, I'm not afraid of that. He's a very sweet young man, like yourself.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, lady. I mean, is that how you talk to people? Maybe I'm not social enough. Tell me about... Somebody walked up to me and was like, tell me something about yourself. I'd be like... Would I be friendly? I don't know if I would be friendly. You guys have to shock me or something when I just... Like, my brain is starting to lose it. Please. Say, I need to stay on the task. I need a command or something in my Twitch where it will actually physically affect me. You know, like, use your channel points to shock me so that I get back on the same page as the rest of the universe. Oh, no, let me talk about the library.
What can you tell me about this library?
This building has a long history. One of the men who helped build this city founded it more than 200 years ago.
200 years old
impressive.
library? What city are we
The
in?
library does need renovations, though. When Elmstadt was running for mayor, he promised a new wing would be constructed. I'm so sad he passed away.
Yeah, my
So am
dad. Yeah, I need a controlled shock. Some kind of shock collar to Twitch connection. Someone needs to invent that for me.
I'd like to use a computer.
Of course, sir. May I please see your library card?
I actually don't have one. But I need to use a computer. It's urgent.
I am sorry, but the computers are for members of this library only.
You don't have a library
I'll be
card?
quick, I promise. I can pay you.
I'm sorry. That's impossible. Rules are rules.
No exceptions. Dude, first of all, every time I move to a new city, that is the first thing I get is a library card. Second, a buzzing noise redeemed to simulate controlled shock is excellent idea. I need to set that up. That is a great idea. I wonder if I'll get my feelings hurt, but at the same time, I feel like it's a good balance. It's a good balance, you know? Just because I can do something doesn't mean I should. Just because I can talk about anything doesn't mean I should. Just because my stream crashes doesn't mean it should. Apologies. This has already happened for the third time. I don't know why it's doing this to me, but it is. It's torturous. But at least it's not closing out my game. That's a really good sign. Alright. I'm gonna now, green screen of death. I'm about to get a t-shirt in this color. It's gonna be my new brand for my whole thing. Because this is, apparently, it's part of my shtick. Is that my stream crashes multiple times while I'm trying to play a game. Create membership.
Okay, I'd like to sign up for a library card then.
I apologize, but you'll have to wait until tomorrow.
Girl.
Why is that?
Because the only librarian who can register new members is Hillary, and today is her day off.
You're kidding. Is there any way I can access a computer without a card?
Sorry, dear. No.
I have to go now.
But I
Goodbye,
I
dear.
bet if we help our old man friend behind us with his phone book situation, he'll use his card to help us. Ugh, I can't believe she's not gonna help us.
A library PC. I might be able to use that.
What are you doing, mister?
I would like to use the computer.
Not without a membership card.
She's like, I just told you, whippersnapper. What's over here?
Man, I haven't...
Okay, so let's give this guy our phone book. I got this phone book. Is this what you like?
Here, sir. Try this.
Graphics are so good.
My goodness. This is the version I was looking for. Where did you get it?
Serendipitous.
In an old place.
So, let me see. No.
Mm.
Look at this! There is only one Mary in the Fleetwood district. This must be her. Thank you very much, young man. Is there any way I can do something for you?
Actually, you could help me with something.
Yes. See?
I need to access the computer, but I'm not a member of the library.
No problem, my friend. Here, you can borrow my card.
Is that allowed? She gonna be like, you can't
Thank you
use
kindly,
someone's
sir.
card.
I can finally call her now.
You need a phone? You got your own phone. He's serious. In the library even.
He seems like a nice old man. He's too busy talking on the phone.
I hope she's happy to hear from him.
The table is already being used at the moment. A wooden table. Seems to be made out of mahogany.
I love mahogany. Okay, let's use this card. Do we have it on our possession?
The library card I borrowed. I should give it back later on.
Right. Let's get to
I don't think that's
Googling.
gonna work.
Should I give it to her?
So I have a card. Can I use the computer now?
Of course, dear. Let me see.
She gonna let me use a used card?
Wait a minute. This is not your card. This is Jake's
He
card.
said I could use it.
Yeah, he lent it to me. Just for today. Is that okay?
Jake, did you loan your membership card to this gentleman?
She didn't hear our
Yes,
conversation.
I did. He's a wonderful young man, and I owe him one.
Okay. If Jake says it's all right, you can use the computer.
I like how
Thank you very much.
she think I just walked and took it from him. Good for her though. She's protecting her job security.
Here's something. February 1983. Will the killing ever stop? Last night, another politician was found dead. Stephen Broadman, a top advisor to the mayor, was murdered in his summer home just a few miles outside the city. This marks the 6th murder in 2 years of individuals connected to the mayor or the city council. Detective Howard J. Proctor, the head of the investigation, said in a statement, "We are working with our best men, and I can assure you we are very close to ending this madness." Detective Proctor declined to comment on whether the killings might be politically motivated, or if the police have discovered any other connections between the murders. Interesting. I better find out more about this Detective Proctor. He may have some useful information. First, I need to find out where he lives. There's only one person who can help me with that.
Judy. Yeah, I should have just borrowed Jake's hat and spray painted my hair gray. You are correct. I mean, this is like so realistic. Like you have these very obviously corrupt murders going on. 6 murders in 2 years and everybody's connected to the politicians or whatever, the mayor's office or something like that. Inside job, 100%. That case is open and shut. But here we are. I don't even know how many years later it is. It's years of smartphones. But I mean, when crime is this big, like when it goes this deep into like the government and politicians and money and billionaires and power, it's just terrifying. What can you really do? What can you really do?
I should give Jake
Oh,
his
yes.
card back before I go.
Gosh, he's such a good memory. Couldn't be me. My memory's not that bad.
Here's your card, sir. Thank you very much for the favor.
Especially with other people's stuff.
Thank you, my boy.
I don't want to hold on to nothing. You have a good time reconnecting. Hope it all works out for you. Can I say bye to you, Phyllis?
Such kind eyes. There's no time for small talk.
Now I gotta get to Judy's. Oh, goodness. My daughter just hanging out in my apartment by herself. Honestly, a dream. If I'm a teenager, leave me alone. That's how I was. Like, let me be in the room by myself watching Law & Order SVU on rerun for 100 hours. I'll be fine. Okay, Judy, we gotta break in the case.
Hey, Judy. Can you run a name for me?
Who is it?
A detective who worked on the old murder cases from the 80s. His name is Proctor. Heard of him?
Proctor. Sounds familiar.
How many people do you know named Proctor?
I want to pay him a visit if he's still in the city. Can you get me his address?
Just a second. Alrighty, Howard James Proctor, former detective, studied criminal justice, okay. Married, wife deceased, blah blah blah.
Cold.
Yep, here it is. Got a pen handy?
Just text it to me.
It's 76 Maple Street, apartment A.
Thank you, Judy. I owe you one.
You owe me a few now. Good luck.
For the record, this is illegal. Actually, I think it's kind of illegal, but you could argue that some addresses are public domain, which is actually scary. So I'm gonna go to that man's house. And I'm gonna be like, hey, can we talk about these murders that took place in the 80s that you were the lead detective on? And he's gonna be like, always knew this day would come. Somebody would come knocking at my door asking about these murders. Well, I can't help you. That's what he's gonna say. Oh, this is a nice place. I like this. It's giving French Quarter, New Orleans, kind of situation.
What a beautiful old house. I imagine there must be a lot of history behind this building.
See, we see the world the same way, him and I.
What a beautiful... This door leads to Detective Proctor's house.
Is there a doorbell? No? Let's give it good old-fashioned knock.
Hello? Who's there?
Just wake up, sir?
Are you all right?
Are you okay?
Help me! Please!
Oh, no!
How can I help?
I'm having a seizure.
Oh, my
I
gosh.
need my pills.
We're just in time.
I'll call an ambulance.
No! Do not call anyone. I'd rather die than go to the hospital.
What do you need me to do?
He needs his pills!
Go to the pharmacy. It's just down the street. Get me heparin.
Heparin.
Please hurry.
Gosh,
Okay, I'll be back as soon as possible.
Heparin. Heparin, let's go. What's my name, dude? What is my name in this game? Heparin! I need heparin. Please. No time for small talk.
Good afternoon.
Hello. What can I do for you?
I need heparin.
I need medicine. Heparin. Right away.
Do you have a prescription?
It's an emergency.
No, I don't. But a man is in serious danger.
Yeah, sure. A man is in danger. Never heard that one before.
Who is stealing seizure
What?
medication?
We don't just hand out drugs to junkies here.
I'm
We
sorry,
need
I
a
don't know. I
prescription.
don't know anything about seizure
You don't
medication.
understand. It's not for me. This man could die.
I never heard of anyone using
no
that.
prescription, no medicine. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. Can I just
should
steal
go
it?
now.
Goodbye.
He is having a seizure.
That's a lot of medicine. Thankfully, I don't need any of that pharmaceutical crap. A pharmacist. Doesn't look like she enjoys her job very much.
Dude, help and call the police later. That's how I feel.
That's the warehouse, I assume. I have no business there. Looks like this guy is stocking a new shipment. He's being a little rough with those boxes, though. He should be more careful.
These people hate their lives.
Hi there.
What do you want?
Just saying hello.
You don't have anything better to do?
I need you to help me with the
Do
pharmacist.
you know anything about the lady up front?
Yeah, she's a pain in the ass. All she does is complain and act superior to everybody. You know what? I think you two would get along.
I haven't even complained one time.
What can you tell me about this pharmacy?
It's a pharmacy, same as every other one in the city. The truck drops stuff off, I bring it in.
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm working.
No.
What's your job here?
Hey, man, get alive.
Oh my
I don't come
God.
to your job and bother you while you're working.
Oh my
Do
gosh.
you even have a job?
I know, do I?
I'm a painter.
Oh my gosh.
Well, look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants. Must be nice. I carry heavy boxes. That's my job.
I should go now.
Fine.
Dude.
I'll let him do his job. Looks like this guy is stocking a new shipment.
I know
That's a lot of medicine.
my man is out there having a seizure, but I need his prescription. How else can I help him? This proctor. I don't know what it's like to have a seizure, but
I have to bring him the pills from the pharmacy first.
we need the
This door
prescription.
leads to Detective Proctor's house.
What are we gonna, like, forge it? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't think he can die. I don't think it's timed. This game does feel like it gives you a sense of urgency, though.
Thankfully, I don't need it.
So she's not gonna help me at all?
Good afternoon.
Hello.
How can you be so cruel? How can you live with yourself?
Easy. I wake up, come to work, and do my job. And my job is to provide medicine to people who actually need it.
How can I prove to you it's really for my friend?
Yeah.
By providing a prescription.
This is hopeless. I need to get it another way. I
Yeah,
should
say
go
that.
now.
Say that right to her face.
Goodbye.
Judy, forge me some prescriptions for these meds. That's actually who I was gonna go to next, because I feel like Judy got it like that. Can I poison her?
Can you tell me anything about this?
Nope.
She can't
Thank
even
you.
she can't even tell me about the hydrogen peroxide. Oh, I'm gonna file a complaint. I know I can't murder her. I'm not even gonna think about that. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even say that out loud. Oh, can I pay her for the money? I mean, pay her for the money.
Will this change your mind about the pills I need?
This is crazy.
You're bribing me? I could have you arrested for that.
I feel like you
Whoa,
couldn't though.
okay. No reason to get angry.
People pay for their prescription all the time. I could argue that I was trying to pay for my medication. Okay, what's the situation in here? My man, can you help me get these drugs?
Hey, what the hell are you doing? Are you a pervert or something?
Not quite. Not quite.
No, sorry. You had something on you.
What was I doing?
Yeah, right. Don't touch me.
Why was I touching him? I was just trying to talk to him, dude. What the heck? Oh, does he have something in his pocket we can get?
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
I don't know if that's what I was trying to do. Like, what?
No,
Yeah, right.
he caught
Oh, wait, oops. Oh my
he
gosh.
caught me. I need to be more careful than that.
Okay, there is something in his pocket we can get.
Looks like this guy is stocking a new shipment.
Okay, how can I distract him?
Can you tell me anything about this?
I think I'm
Can't
crazy.
you see I'm busy?
I'm becoming quite the nuisance, I have to say. Why don't you take a lunch break? Go get yourself a Subway sandwich.
Can you tell me anything about this?
Can't you see I'm busy?
Okay, so he's trying to actually take something from him. Do I have to time it right? Oh, I did. Oh my gosh, what did I take?
An employee card I stole from the pharmacy worker.
I'm gonna pretend I work here. She knows dang well I do not work here. You gotta be kidding me.
Here.
I didn't even know that, like, that's what I was doing.
Why didn't you say you work for us?
Don't try to change your
I'm happy
tone.
to say you passed the test.
What test?
I'm the regional pharmacy inspector. You didn't sell me the pills, which is correct. You shouldn't sell anything to anyone without a prescription. Keep up the good work.
Oh, thank you.
Although I do have a friend who needs his heparin. That won't be a problem, will it?
Of course not. I have it right here.
Dude, white coats can be drug dealers too, and a
Thank
lot
you.
of the times they are.
I'm giving you a perfect score on this review. I should go now.
If you think doctors don't steal their own supply... Kidding me? Shame on you, lady.
I have nothing to say to her at the moment.
What am I gonna give this guy back his card? Oh, it's gone forever. Okay.
Heparin from the pharmacy.
Meanwhile, my friend Proctor's having a full-on seizure. Yeah, I was just trying to talk to him again. I didn't realize that you could actually pick his pocket like that. Cool game. I would have probably never figured that out. I have to say with confidence. I've been doing pretty good. Let me save the game. I don't know how to spell seizure, so I'm gonna say Proctor. Proctor, I got your medicine. Unlock the door. Please be
Came
alive.
back with your pills.
Please be alive.
Please, come in.
I wonder what it feels like to have a seizure. Is it like having a heart attack? Oh, you poor man.
Please, give me my pills.
You got it.
Here you are, sir.
I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for me, my boy.
Of course. It was no trouble.
Zero trouble.
If you hadn't passed by, I don't know what would have happened. Please, have a seat. You're not one of those Jesus freaks, are you?
That just
Or here
saved
to
your
get me to
life.
sign a petition against war in the Middle East?
My guy.
Because
Was-
I'm so very tired of those people.
No, nothing like that.
So, what brings you to an old, lonely man's home? You're not a thief, I know that much. Or you would have ransacked the place and left me for dead.
No, I just came to ask you a few questions.
Very well. Let's have a seat then.
Thank you.
Let's get cozy. I love this game. I love the pacing. I love the how it's flowing. Like the puzzles aren't killing me. You know what I mean? I feel like we're making it through. This game's supposed to be only 3.5 hours, so